is okay, so here is what I have to say. Sometimes when I carry heavy books, I could get damaged, and in some cases old. I hate it. In sometimes something I do nice is I help the children of Miss Siegel's class carry their books because sometimes children forget to bring me home to school, and I could get people in trouble for that. Then soon they will find me quicker to get me ready for school so they don't need to keep searching. Man, I am happy I exist. Sometimes I am a little angry when people squeeze and crumple me up. It's such a sad story. Sometimes people get distracted and play with me. It's like I'm a toy. Why does this happen to me?
I think I'm one of the best things in Miss Siegel's classroom. I love getting sit on because it tickles a lot. But one of the things I hate is having mud all over me. I feel sad because the students are getting my clothes dirty. Another thing I hate is getting wiped on. It really is gross because who knows what you wiped on me? Something probably really disgusting. Also, I hate being kicked on and squished when you're laying down on me. You squished my face and kicked me in the face and other body parts. It hurts a lot. Another thing I hate when students get dust on me because sometimes I swallow it and it tastes disgusting. Sometimes I like to see people reading and being quiet because I learn and read like the students do. And that is all about me, the Rob.
I might be something you think is just something that you use all day and never gets tired of being poked and hit all the time by pencils and water bottles. Sometimes giant binders land on me in the 12 o'clock hour. I love when the kids go to gym class so that I can clean myself out a little bit before they get back and I get whacked again. Anyway, I love it when you guys go home and I can play with my friends like the chairs and the Siegel's desk. Sometimes the smartboard is awake and you can play tic-tac-toe on the screen. Clock always tells us when it's time to stop playing. By the time you have to go back to our spots, I am all dusty and dirty, and I think you have to clean me out more often. I do not mean to put more dust on me, but to clean the dust off me and far, far away from me. Dust makes me harder to use, and the more dust, the harder I am to use. Do you want students not getting good work done because I have piles of dust on top?
I don't like it when I have Miss Siegel sit on me. It makes me squashed. I don't like it. It hurts me. And I never get a break. Though my worst subject is writing because Miss Siegel has to roll me everywhere. I don't like it, especially when she has the computers out. She has to roll everywhere. My face gets squashed and my legs have to walk. They get tired a lot. I like it so much when Miss Siegel gets off of me, then I can rest my body. It is very relaxing, but not for long. Then Miss Siegel sits on me again for the next lesson and the next lesson and the next lesson and so on. But the good thing is that I am used to it, so I don't get hurt that much. A Day in the Life of a Book Box by Jonathan Corbello. I have been so hungry since August. I wanted Jonathan to bookshop fast because good books make really good lunches. I never ever like when he finishes a book because then he has to take a really good book out of me and it feels like surgery. When he bookshops, I like when he chooses a awesome because then I feel like I am getting fed a truckload of food. Plus, it feels so good. I kind of like when he takes out his poetry book because when he puts another poem in, that is even more food. Yay! I like big and fat books because usually the flavor is good and juicy. I really don't like when he gets books he's not too interested in. Then I have to try not to taste it. Plus it is like super bad food. Next year, I hope the student bookshops even more books.
A Day in the Life of a Yellow Mr. Smelly Marker by Jonathan V. A day in the life of a yellow Mr. Smelly Marker is dreadful. Let me tell you reasons why. One reason I don't like being a yellow Mr. Smelly Marker is Miss Siegel always uses me and uses all my siblings and friends. Sometimes, if she uses me all the time, I could lose all my ink. Luckily, I'm at the bottom of the bin. All I see is green. Green is always on top of me. But so far, it's more than halfway through the school year, and Miss Siegel has not used me yet. But someday she will. One reason I like being a marker is the dry erase markers get used.
A Day in the Life of a Book by Ellie. I like it when kids read me and look at the pictures. Kids, of course, look at my pictures to imagine what's going on in me. Sometimes kids just look at my pictures, and I hate it when kids just shove me in the boxes when they are done with me. I feel sad for the librarians because they have to put me back the right way. And the best part is everybody uses me in the morning and at deer time. I love it when Miss Siegel puts me out on display with 3 other books. That way I could talk to a little amount of books instead of a crowd of books trying to talk to me at the same time. I think that's a better way to live as a book. I hate it when I'm not on display, but I love it when I'm on the display because Miss Siegel puts me out for about a month. I love it when Miss Siegel buys me new friends. Sometimes they are chapter books, non-fictions, fantasies, holidays, fictions, mysteries, magazines, or picture books. She buys them from book orders, but most of all, I love all of them. Sometimes kids don't pick me for their Now book, so I feel really sad. But sometimes they do, and they check with Miss Siegel, and then here comes the bad part. They have to pick which book they want to pick every time. I cross my pages to pick me, but they don't pick me. I'm always second to my cousin. I love it when Miss Siegel reads me for read aloud because I'm always funny, and the kids love me. A Day in the Life of a Book by Jacob. I always hate when I'm in one of the book bins because I'm always squashed by other books. And I hate it when some kids rip my pages and fold my pages. That's how much I do not like being a book. But I sort of like being used a lot. Okay, fine. I love being used. I feel so popular. Like when kids are popular, they get friends. And all of my friends are the kids, but I'm really bummed that when I'm in the book box because I just sit there with other books, or sometimes just alone. But sometimes kids finish books at home and start new books, and I never get used. I also do not like the way kids sometimes jam me into their book bags or just throw me in their backpacks. Kids put me upside down in the book bins. I'm stuck, which I also hate. I also hate that when kids flip my pages to see what is in the book, it is like running around in circles really fast. I hope next year kids treat me better. The Day in the Life of a Pencil by Addison. I hate that kids throw me away. They're wasting me. Why do kids do that? If they were thrown away, they would not like it. Well, that's how I feel. Please, please don't throw a good pencil away. I also don't like that kids break my lead. It's like my head. Would you like a kid to break your head? If you say no, I'm with you. Please don't break my lead. Please. But I do like when kids use me for good things, like writing, because then I know I am a good thing to have and I am not just for sitting on your desk. And that makes me feel good as a pencil, so use me.
A Day in the Life of Stapler by Jonathan Kay. I don't like it when I get used too much. I don't like it when I get used every day. I like my color black. I don't like the metal that is pointy and sharp. I don't like when I get squashed by a seagull. I like when I talk to the bulletin board, and my best friends are books.
A Day in the Life of a Computer by Brian. Mrs. Siegel types on me a lot. When the kids are at gym, she types on me. When the kids are at any special, she types on me. When she has the time, when she has free time, she types on me. When there is a math lesson, she goes to Think Central.
A Day in the Life of a Book by Rohan. I hate it when kids damage me. It hurts. Also, I hate it when people fold my pages as a bookmark. That hurts too. It's as if I broke a bone, but Miss Siegel finds kids for damaging me. Also, I love when kids read me. It tickles. When I get put back in the library, I'm sad because I know I'm not being read. But I just talk to my friends who I've missed. My best friend is Bad Kitty. He's nice. Even Fly Guy got smashed at the bottom. Poor Fly Guy. I just wish we could move on our own. Then we could help Fly Guy get out before anyone could find out. I hope the second graders next year take better care of me. A Day in the Life of a Bathroom Door by Sia. Disgusting. I can always smell the smells of the bathroom door. Ew. A sign was put up on me so my friends know if another friend is in the bathroom. It feels like kids grab me just to walk with me and out the door. Kids are always staring at me when on the toilet. I'm really sad that I have a sign instead of a lock. Then the kids won't come in the bathroom. Also, Miss Siegel put some fancy monkey strips on the outline of me. Colored monkeys are all over me.
A Day in the Life of the Clock by Sarah. I'm Clock. I live at the local school in room number 15. I think I must be pretty important because a lot of kids look at me throughout the day to figure out the time. There are a lot of things I'd like to share with you. One of those things I hate is when the bell rings or the announcements come on. I am located inconveniently on top of the speaker. So then when that horrible moment of the dreaded bell comes, it blasts me so hard. My eardrums are going to break soon, I'm sure of it. And yes, I do have ears. Stop saying that I don't have a body. I love playing with my friends like desk, pink chair, book bag, and carpet at the end of the day. The smartboard sometimes joins us, but usually not because he's so tired from the hard work he has to do. I personally think that he's lying and pink chair agrees. Anyway, back to the point. The end of the days are definitely the best part of my life. I tell everyone when it's time to stop playing. It's easy for me to get off the speaker, by the way. I usually talk more than anyone else because I'm never allowed to talk in the school day at all, and I'm really chatty. But seriously, the end of the day is the best. Another thing I hate is kids with watches. Instead of looking at me, they look at their wrists. Why get a watch if they have me to tell time with? It makes me feel unwanted, my own friends. Or should I say traitors? Some people have no respect for clocks, but digital clocks are the worst. They barely have a face and they are so stuck up. Once a girl left her digital watch on her desk and I tried to talk with the watch. That despicable thing just went like, humph. That's why I hate digital watches. Analog watches are okay. They are a lot nicer than digitals. Analogs actually tell me their name. Oop, there's a bell. Ow, I better go. Thanks for letting me tell you about my life. I'll make sure Miss Siegel gives you a bonus. Later.
Day in the Life of a Pencil by Natalia. I'm getting overused and I hate to go to the pencil sharpener. When I get short, I go in the garbage. When all the children leave for the day, I'm scared of the dark, but the erasers are here. Hooray. They give me comfort. Sometimes I get knocked onto the floor and someone slips. That makes me feel bad. Guess what? I have my own bed. I love sitting with my friends in the cup. I'm happy I have so many friends at night, like Good Eraser, Wordwall, Wonderwall, and the Smart Book. I feel bad for the Wordwall because it hardly gets used. Also, I feel bad for myself, too, because the markers tease me.
A Day in the Life of a Crayon Box by Lauren. I like the feeling of eating crayons. I'm stuffed, but then I never get used. I'm stuck inside a pencil pouch inside a desk. I only get used once in a while. When I say that, I mean I never get used. The colored pencils and markers get used all the time. I just sit and collect dust. But if someone does use me, I get dumped out, and then I feel like I'm empty. Fine, I like that I never get used because I get to play with my buddies, the crayons. I like them because when they're inside of me, they decorate me. I really like my life.
A Day in the Life of a Big Rug by Jack. I was one of the first things to get put in a different spot before this school year. I just love how I am so useful to the classmates and I get used all the time. But some things I don't like is being left alone after school covered in mud. And I also don't like being jumped on or being rolled up like a burrito because when I'm unrolled, I'm still curled up and I'm then not flat. And when I'm all curled up, it's really uncomfortable. But sometimes I just like to relax. That's why my favorite subject is gym, because no kids are squash and I get to relax. One other thing I don't like is thorns. It hurts so bad that one time I almost screamed. It hurt really bad. And those are most of the things I do in a day in the life of me, the big rug.
A Day in the Life of a Pencil by Eric. I very much don't like when people use me at writing time because my lead gets shorter and it means I have to go to a monster that is the pencil sharpener. He makes me shorter and I will go to garbage. It's sad, isn't it? One day the pencil making factory will shut down and I do want it to. I do like when no one is around because there's peace and quiet. My friends are the book bag, the desk, the pencil holder, but not the pencil sharpener.
Day in the Life of a Green Crayon by Monty. I am the color of nature. I look like a tree and I look like plants and I am light and I am dark. I am taken care of. Monty takes care. Monty only uses me once in a while. And my best friend because I and Blue mix together. It makes green. That is why I'm friends with Blue.
The Day in the Life of a Lunch Card by Ailish. I hate when some kids bend me because it really, really, really hurts. But some kids just use me to pay for their lunch or milk, and that's what I am supposed to
be used for. But my best friend, Smartboard, knows how to get me feeling better because he puts some lullabies on and makes me fall asleep. When it's dark and only me and Smarty, we start to have a dark dance party, and all the books will start dancing too. Like the book boxes and the stools and markers will pretty much everything in the classroom dance. So that brightens up my day, but we always stay up late. And when the kids come in, we're so tired. So tired. And they wake us up because they are so loud.
A Day in the Life of a Pencil by Isabel. I was one of the most plainest things in the world. I am a very plain pencil, but I'm not as boring as I look. Sometimes I get forgotten, mostly at recess and lunch. Sometimes I think life is hard being a pencil because I get rolled on and stepped on and sometimes roll off the desk. What I really like is when they deer. I like it because it's so quiet and calm. Sometimes when I go to the pencil sharpener line and I see my buddies getting eaten, I sometimes think that I would like to get rid of all the pencil sharpeners in the classroom, or even the world. Moo ha 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 ha. At night, I sometimes play games with my eraser buddies because I'm scared of the dark. My best friends are the paper giraffes that the kids made. What I really don't like is when the kids annotate. I have to do most of the work, and trust me, I really am telling the truth. Sometimes I even get dropped in the garbage can. Otherwise, life is good as a pencil.
Day in the Life of a Piece of Paper by Liam. Every day, kids use me, whether it's for drawing, writing, or recording. I also like pencil. He's my best friend. He massages my back so well. I love when people draw on me. I also have an arch enemy, scissors. Oh, why do they have to exist? I hate when they cut me. It feels so bad and terrible. I am lucky now kids barely use scissors. I am so happy that kids don't use scissors anymore. I also like when kids draw faces on me, then I have 4 eyes.